Greetings, everybody. Hope you all are doing pretty good today. Let me start off by saying I really wish I wasn't doing this video. It's very disturbing, but I kind of hesitated, didn't think I was going to do it, but I need to make people aware of this. This is another atrocity towards our animals. This one is from yournewswire.com, and this just came out today. California company caught using recycled pets in dog food. A California-based pet food company has been caught using recycled pets as cheap protein in its popular dog food. Party Animals is recalling 2 lots from its line of Cocolicious dog foods after cans in Texas tested positive for pentobarbital, a chemical that's used by veterinarians to euthanize pets. Wow, this is... oh boy. Okay, in a statement on its website, Party Animals said a customer in Texas had given Cocolicious samples to a lab, and the dog food tested positive for pentobarbital. Sorry, this makes me really sad. It's not the first time a pet company has been exposed using recycled pets in their product. Back in February, Evanger, a pet food company based in Illinois, recalled its dog foods after cans tainted with pentobarbital were making dogs sick. Okay. Let's not exclude the cats out of this reality too, okay? So, how did it get in the food? Pentobarbital is a barbiturate that's commonly used by veterinarians for euthanasia. So how is it getting in the food? The pet food industry is almost completely unregulated and in the quest for the cheapest possible protein. Companies are using euthanized cats and dogs as ingredients under the animal byproduct meal name. Check your pet food labels, everybody. You know what's horrible about this? It says USDA organic. Look at that. It says USDA organic, but yet it has pentobarbital in it. I'm going to say it. Assholes. Sorry. Assholes. Okay. Anyway. How did it get in the food? Let's see. The pet food industry is almost completely unregulated, and in the quest for the cheapest possible protein, companies are using euthanized cats and dogs as ingredients under the animal byproduct meal name. It's an industry secret that generic meats and meals can contain euthanized domestic animals. The disturbing fact is commercial pet food companies are feeding dog meat to dogs and cat meat to cats. If a pet food contains animal byproduct meal, then pretty much any animal that's not a bird can be in the food, including animals that were euthanized. Dog eat dog. It has become so bad that cats and dogs that regularly eat certain brains of commercial... I'm going to say that's a typo. I should say certain brands, maybe, of commercial pet food have built a tolerance to the drugs. Veterinarian Dr. Patricia Jordan says, I was around and saw all the food that contained pentobarbital 20 years ago. At that time, the vet community was unable to sedate animals with Serotal like they had been previously for short-term anesthesia. The reason? The animals were getting the drug in the food and getting resistant to the drug. The disturbing trade in domestic dog and cat bodies often begins at the veterinary clinic. After euthanizing old and ill animals, some vets will offer to take care of the bodies. When they say that, don't. Okay, if the worst happens to your pets and you have to have your pet euthanized, request that you bring your animal's body home and that you take care of it. Do not let these people take care of your loved ones that have crossed the Rainbow Bridge. All right? Boy, this is disturbing. Okay. A friend of mine who worked at an animal hospital chastised me when I had to have my dog put down. Not for having her euthanized, but for leaving the body at the vet. She said they put the euthanized animals in a freezer and sold them to be recycled into pet food. It seems strange that the vet encouraged me to leave her body with them and that they would take care of her. They sure did, didn't they? Do you know what your dog or cat is eating? The next phase of the disturbing trade takes place in rendering plants. These enormous facilities operating 24 a day recycle dead animals, slaughterhouse wastes, and supermarket rejects into various products known as recycled meat, bone meal, and animal fat. These products are sold as a source of protein and other nutrients in the diets of dairy animals, poultry, swine, cattle feed, and domestic cats and dogs. One estimate states that some 40 billion pounds of slaughterhouse wastes, like blood, bone, and viscera, as well as the remains of millions of euthanized cats and dogs passed along by veterinarians and animal shelters, are rendered annually into animal byproduct meal. Rendering plants, I don't want to show the picture down below, okay? I really don't. Rendering plants recycle material including slaughterhouse waste, such as heads and hoofs from cattle, sheep, pigs, and horses, blood, bones, etc. Thousands of euthanized cats and dogs from veterinarians and shelters, dead animals such as skunks, rats, and raccoons, carcasses of pets, livestock, poultry waste, supermarket rejects. Because the rendering plants operate as cheaply as possible, they unavoidably process toxic wastes, as well as euthanasia drugs given to pets, flea collars and pet ID tags, surgical pins and needles, cattle ID tags, and green plastic bags containing dead pets from veterinarians get churned in the mix that becomes animal byproduct. Did you hear what I said? Okay. They leave all this stuff on, the ID tags, the collars, any surgical pins, needles, any cattle ID tags, green plastic bags containing the dead pets from the veterinarian. They don't remove that. That all gets turned into the mix, and animals are eating this stuff too. Pins, needles, ID tags, plastic bags, euthanasia drugs. I mean, this is possibly in your pet's food. Okay? So, this is what we have to look for. This animal byproduct meal stuff. Alright? I mean, this is horrifying. Horrifying. I'm going to pass it real quick, okay? I don't want to see that. Skyrocketing labor costs are one of the economic factors forcing the corporate flesh peddlers to cheat. It is too far costly for plant personnel to take the time to cut off flea collars or take spoiled T-bone steaks out of their plastic packaging. Since these foods are exclusively used to feed animals, most state agency spot checks test for truth in labeling, such as does the percentage of protein, phosphorus, and calcium match the renderings plant's claim? Do the percentages meet state requirements? However, testing for pesticides and other toxins in the animal feeds is not done, or is done incomplete. I wonder how long this has been going on. And it can't just be in California. Alright? I am sure this is a nationwide problem. Okay. So what can you do? If you buy processed pet food, read the ingredients on pet food labels carefully and educate yourself about what terms like animal byproduct meal actually means. Ideally, pets shouldn't eat unprocessed. Oh, I'm sorry. This got me so rattled. I gotta slow down. Ideally, pets should eat unprocessed whole foods, just like humans. And here it is, the best tip of it all. If your pet is euthanized by a veterinarian, insist on burying the body yourself. Out of respect for the animal's life, and out of concern for the health of other animals, and do not allow the veterinarian to take care of the body. Okay. And how do I end a video like that? Read labels, everybody. Read your pet labels. Seriously. Alright, everybody. I hope you all have a good day. And until next time, thank you for watching.